Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, I am Crystal DeFeo. I'm a realtor in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. For today's video, we are going to be talking a little bit about open house. So my very first open house is tomorrow, and it's in a condo. It's a 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath, almost 2,000 square feet condo in Nashville. Like right next to Centennial Park in Vanderbilt. It's really cool. It's a really awesome location for my first open house. One of the first things that I did was, of course, I did a little bit of research on the property, and then just kind of pulled a bunch of sheets tax information, amenities and shopping that's close. I kind of researched a little bit about how long it's been on the market and stuff like that, just to make sure that I was really super familiar with it before I did anything. Anyway, so then my next step, my first actual action step, I posted an ad. Actually, scratch that. So my first step was I pulled all the pictures together and made a flyer. My second step was I made a collage for a Facebook page, and I made a Facebook event. Then I did an ad. So I just did a Facebook ad, and so far it's only been up for probably about 5 hours. I think it's getting close to 5 o'clock right now. It's been up for about 5 hours, and the last time I checked was about an hour ago. I've had 3 new leads from this new ad for the open house I'm holding tomorrow. So that's super exciting. So to get prepped for it, I was at the office it was 3 hours. I didn't even realize. I was there for 3 hours, from 1:30 to almost 4:30. But I was printing off a bunch of stuff. And I was not prepared because I left everything on my computer, and I forgot to email it to myself before I drove the 30 minutes into town. But anyway, so what I did was I printed off 2 copies of the MLS Sheet, and my reasoning behind only printing off 2 copies is because if they want a copy, right, if they actually want the copy, what I can do is email it to them, or I can text them a link to it. So if they're like, oh, this is a really awesome property, we're really super interested in it, can we have this sheet? I'm like, oh, I only brought 1, but if you want to give me your email address or your phone number, I can either text it or email it to you, and then I have their email or phone number. Sorry, my dog is making funny noises inside. One of the other things that I did was I printed off a bunch of these feedback forms. So these have the Keller Williams Murfreesboro logo on it right here. And then it's just name, email, phone number, and then it's got rate the following features. So it's got curb appeal, condition of exterior, interior, appeal of the neighborhood, what did you think of the price, do you have any suggestions, stuff like that. So this is just a feedback form. That way I can give these to the listing agent. Of course, after I put their contact information in my database, I can make sure and let the agent know what people thought about the property, so she can go ahead and move forward on trying to sell it. The other thing that I did, I was going to print off an actual open house sign-in list where they put their name, email, phone number, and that was it. But I found these, and if you are at Keller Williams, you can find these as well, because this is in the intranet system. But this is an open house sign-in sheet, and this is really cool. It's welcome to my open house, name, address, phone number, email, and then it's what they're looking to do, which is typical on a sign-in sheet for open house. And then, are you pre-approved yet? How did you learn about the open house? Are you currently under contract with a realtor already? Which is very important, because then you know how to move forward on the follow-up. Ask for their agent name and info, and then please check any additional information that you would like to receive. So home value, CMA for their property, right, if they're looking to list their property. Emails about listings in their areas, report of homes sold, and then mortgage pre-approval we can put on there too. So I can send them information on the Keller Williams. Sorry guys, it was my phone fell. Okay, anyway, so as I was saying, if they want mortgage pre-approval information or something like that, I can either send them my my list of my 3 or 4 vendors that I have in my database, or I can send them a link to the Keller Mortgage, and I mean that would be really cool too. So anyway, so that's the sign-in sheets. Some of the other stuff that I did was I printed off of course it's going to stick for me. Just other listings that are in that area, in case they are looking in that area and say this is not in their price range. I have cheaper listings, I have listings in that same price range, and then I have listings above that price range, and it's all the same. They're all condos, right? So you can kind of look at these and you can say, okay, well, we're actually looking for a 2-bedroom condo. Okay, great. I have a list. What's your price range? And then I can just kind of show them how prepared I am. The other thing that I have is just kind of like a neighborhood market snap, neighborhood snap, which is, it's just like, this one's just for the zip code that the property is located in, but it gives you like total active, total pending, sold, stuff like that. Just different market stats for this particular zip code, in case they're curious on that. And then I didn't even think about this for some crazy reason, probably because this is my first open house. But my coach, when I was talking to her really quick and I asked her if she had any tips, she told me I printed off 5 copies each of the purchase and sale agreement in case somebody comes in, wants to buy, and they're like, I want to do this now, but I don't have time to meet you later to kind of go over everything. That's fine. Sign here, 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 and here. I'll send you a copy, right? And I also have, in case they don't like that property but they still want me to represent them, the exclusive buyer representation agreement. So I'm really hoping that I am super prepared. I've also, like I said, I've already got a few inquiries on the property through the ad that I put up. So I've got, you know, like their email and phone number, and I quickly emailed them really quick just because I didn't want to just leave it sitting for 3 hours before I was able to call them. And then I am going to call them, I'll probably call them right after I get off, just to follow up with them. And if they don't answer, I will call them tomorrow just to remind them before the open house actually starts. So I'll probably call them before I leave here because it's probably going to take me about an hour to get there. So probably around like 12-ish or 12:30, I'll call them, just be like, hey, just wanted to remind you the open house is, you know, still going on between 2 and 4, etc., etc. But yeah, so that's it. I'm pretty excited. I actually have, there's a couple of properties that some of the other agents at my brokerage are selling, and they're pretty high value properties. So what I'm wanting to do, hopefully for a future video, or maybe even a couple future videos, is get their permission to just kind of do a video walkthrough of these gorgeous properties, just so you guys can see them. Because I think that would be really awesome. They're really pretty properties. So that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and organize all this in this binder just so I am prepped and these are all in one organized thing so I don't look like a hot mess at tomorrow's open house. I may do a walkthrough of the open house, but I may not. I'm not really sure. But if you have any questions, if you have any comments, leave them below, or you can email me at crystaldefeo@gmail.com. And then of course, if you are ever looking to buy or sell here in the Murfreesboro, or, you know, the Murfreesboro area, surrounding areas, even like the southern half, southeast portion of Nashville I can work into, let me know. If you know anybody that's looking to buy or sell in the area, also let me know. And I hope you guys have a really great rest of your day. Hi, sorry, so super quick interjection before this video is actually done. I just wanted to add in that I didn't just put a Facebook ad up. I actually, with the flyers that I created, I sent them out like online, like I emailed them to a couple of people that are already in my database. And then I also shared them to pretty much every single open house Facebook group or Craigslist thing or anything that I could find online, just to make sure that everybody and their mother or father or, I don't know, brother, whatever, everybody knows about this open house that's happening tomorrow. So that's it. I think that's it. I also have, so just in case anybody's wondering, I also have like all the normal things for an open house. So I've got the open house sign, I've got balloons, I've got water, stuff like that. So that's it. All right, I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.